stream because I had some stuff to take care of before I could stream, and I wanted to play while taking care of it, mainly tax stuff. And I won 2 games right off the bat with a really nice green-black deck. It had all kinds of bombs in it. And then in, consistent order with the bullshit we have to deal with, it landlocks me. I can't get past 2 land. The next game, I can't get past 2 land. I kept a 2-land hand with 2 ways to surveil, and still couldn't get a 3rd land on either of those. Then the final one I lost, it stuck me on... it drew my 1 blue mana and then 5 green sources, and I had all black cards. So again, it's up to the same bullshit it's always up to. I wish I would have been recording that. But anyway, we're hoping for relatively good cards. Let's go. Okay, not a card you want to first pick. Extract is good. Perimeter and I hate playing in white because it always gets fucking taken. But this card's really good. If we can find some ways to get more counters and shit on it, we'll try it. Every time I play Boros, every time, I get all my most expensive cards and screwed on land. So it never lets me pass 3 land. Yeah, for sure. What's up, Sonic? I mean, I got pictures that I added to my collection, so there was still that at least. But video's better because you can see it real time. All right, let's see. Case of the Pilfered Proof, really good. If we went blue-white, that's good. We're going to take Case of the Pilfered Proof and start trying to go for detectives. That card is just insane if left unchecked. That's a detective. Detective. Let's see. Blue seems to be pretty open, getting past a Fae Flight and a Forensic Researcher. I'm going to take the Forensic Researcher because it's basically a way to get more land. Like, you can basically untap a land. And it goes really good with pretty much any creature. And in-game to collect evidence, it can become defensive, which is really nice. Well, I guess technically it's always defensive. It can become defensive and offensive with evidence. You basically want to get somebody in a position where they don't have an option to do it. Like, even though they see you doing it, they don't have an option to get rid of it. How have you been, Sonic? Anything new going on with you? Ooh, Killer Among Us I like. Vengeful Tracker. Ooh, is Red's got to be open, right? With a Galvanize. A Killer Among Us is also really good, but... oh, this is tough. I think we take the Galvanize and see what happens. Okay, not bad. Another Forensic Researcher, a Gorehound, black-white. Case of the Unseen. I don't like that card. Man, really? Okay. Case of the Filched Falcon. It's not a detective, that is Vampire Rogue. I also really like that card. It's a very weird game right now. I feel like the Karlov Watchdog is really, really good. We're going to take that. That Galvanize may have just been a spoof. My son doesn't... oh, nice. That's awesome, man. Yeah, my kids are all grown. So, I have a 14-year-old and an 11-year-old. I mean, not like grown, but they're older. They're not babies. Although sometimes they act like it. I think if we play... oh, do I want to take the gadget down? Yeah, I think we can either way. Especially if we can get an on the job. As well. That might have just been a fluke. Or maybe there was just such good red cards. I think draft's way more rigged. Because constructed and standard, you can put... You get to choose what goes in there. And this, you have to draw it. So it's really easy to make algorithms that say... draw 6 white source plus 2 8 cost cards. Or 2 6 cost cards, which normally you would never play in constructed unless the deck's built around it. That's primarily a... I'm not going to play that. I'll take it. That's primarily a... Like, those big cards you see that are like 5, 6 for 6 that nobody would ever play in a normal deck, those are pretty much... I can't believe that willed. Those are pretty much, you know, for limited only. They're, like, really good cards in limited. But in a format like this, not so much, though, because this particular set has so much removal. Like, every color has, like, 3 or 4 ways to remove cards. Really kind of absurd. That's a really good card, but we can't take it. I do like Flotsam and Jetsam. I do think the red in this pack is or the blue in this pack is meh. It's either going to be this, this, or this. I think these two are going to will. I'm going to take that. Jetsam is just a blowout if you can stay alive to that point. We do have a potential on-the-job deck. Museum Nightwatch is also really good, and it makes a detective. That's a detective. I think we take the potential cards that are going to help us out here, and we wait for an on-the-job and a later pick, because I think we can get there. Novice Inspector is a windmill. I really like No More Lies, but I think No More Lies is going to will around. Novice Inspector is a detective. And if we get that out, if we get Case of the Pilfered Proof out turn 2, and then Novice Inspector becomes a 2/3 for 1, that gives us a token, which is just fantastic. Okay, Vigilante. What is going on? Like, Red's, I mean, we're going to take the Unicorn, but Red's got to be open, right? Like, what? I just can't take... There's just too many good white and blue cards. I can't take the red ones. Oh, yeah, no, that's already known, man. You don't draft from the same pool as somebody else. All these people, they're going to be randomized against other people. The reason why they do that, besides the fact that it's going to be impossible to ever find out, you know, what happened, the reason why they do that is so a person can play at any time and doesn't have to depend on somebody else, and you can come back later and play it. I don't disagree with that necessarily, although part of the skill of drafting is to draft against people in the same pod, because, you know... It's whether or not you drafted a better deck than them from the same pool. So the fact that you can't do that's kind of bullshit. I think they should have one like this where you know what you're getting into. They should have another one that only allows people to pull from that pool. I think that would be a lot better. But then, of course, they're going to have to put stricter timers on it, and other shit like that, because the number one thing they don't want somebody doing is wasting people's time. That's how I imagined it anyway. Alright, Mistway did will. I do like the idea of that card, just because it allows us to make more investigation tokens, but I also really like Granite Witness, and Granite Witness is also a detective, so these are both good. I think we take the Granite Witness. God, it really wants me to take a Karlov, doesn't it? What do we have for removal? Burden of Proof can make something a 1/1. It's not really removal. I think we take Reasonable Doubt here, because nothing feels better than Reasonable Doubting on turn 2. Yeah, no, it is, for sure. I 100% agree, and nothing's ever going to change my mind on that. Well, I guess we're patient enough we get to do both. Our curve is phenomenal. I can't wait to see how it's going to fuck us out of it. We need a couple more fatties, but if we can get an on-the-job... or I'll even take a Fuss and Bother. A Fuss and Bother would be fantastic in this deck. Red's in a... I don't know what's going on with Red. I just... Like, how do I have 2 Galvanize? Or how did I have the option of 2 Galvanize? And I didn't even take them. Obviously, Hot Shots is pretty good in that deck. Ooh! Ooh, and it's on color, too. Oh, I can't wait for them to fuck us out of that card. It's going to be so great. Hopefully that Neighborhood Guardian wheels. Cryptic Coat's probably the best rare in the set. So, here, so if you don't know what it is, guys, you can read it. When it enters the battlefield, it cloaks the top card of your library. No matter what it is, it cloaks it. And it becomes a 3/2 that can't be blocked, and you can return Cryptic Coat with 2 mana. Surveillance Monitor is definitely the kind of card we want to see, and it's a detective. What about creature count? 15, and we have 10 detectives, guys. That is nuts! And we'll probably take the Gadget Technician out and try to find something that's more on color. Possibly the Benthic Criminologist, because our end curve is not as big as I'd like. I'd like to have at least 2 5+ costs. So we might play that, depending. Let's see what else we get. Oh my god, another case of the Pilfered Proof? What is happening? Yes, please. Oh my god, this is going to be so sick! Yeah, that's true, too. For sure. And I actually heard that Brawl is, like, beyond rigged. And they tried to, like, you know, play it off like it was for us. They know it's not. We're going to take the Make Your Move, guys, because we don't have a lot of ways to remove creatures. I really like Essence of Antiquity. I think that card... I'm going to take that card. I think that card is drastically underappreciated. Alright, I think we take the Dramatic Accusation to have enough control here. And then we can get rid of something here. We got plenty of cards. We can get rid of the Sanitation Automaton, the Vacuum Cleaner, because we have 14 creatures and 10 detectives. Creature-wise, we're fine. The only thing we're going to do at this point is switch out control cards or creatures if we get like a really good creature. But I'm very happy with that Blue-White Detective deck. It would have been nice to get like a Private Eye, but, you know, we'll take what we can get. Second Reasonable Doubt. I almost want to take the second Make Your Move. I think one Reasonable Doubt's plenty. I think being a little light on removal, we can take the second of that, and we can take out... I think we take out a... No. Research is just too good. What do we want to take? I think we take out the Museum Night Watch, because it just creates a detective. Well, that's a detective right there, so we can switch that out for something else. We'll put the Griffknot Tracker in and take out one Forensic. The only problem with Forensic is if that's all you draw initially and it takes you a while to get to your turn, they become less... It becomes less appetizing. Also, I think our curve is good enough. We could probably play... Do I play the... I think I play the Hazda Vigilante over the... He's not a detective, but he pumps up my smaller creatures. Which I guess my smaller creatures are already going to be getting pumped up with Perimeter Enforcement, so that actually doesn't make any sense. Let's put them back in. Unless we just get like a bomb, pick 11 or 12, which I don't think we're going to, but yeah. It's the leftover poop that nobody wants. Alright, we got ways to protect creatures. We got all kinds of cool things. We didn't really get any non-creature bombs. Or I wouldn't really say we got any like massive bombs, honestly. I mean... Cryptic Coat. Well, I take that back. Cryptic Coat is... Cryptic Coat. Oh, it's Cryptic. Cryptic Coat is actually a very good bomb. And so, honestly, Jetsam is a good uncommon bomb. I think our deck looks good. So let's see how they screw us out of it. I had to move my fan back in here. Because in this room with my computer, in my man cave, my computer, and there's a window where the sun beats down on, and all the other equipment I have in here, it gets so damn hot in here. And then on top of that, if I have my green screen up, the heat lamps, oh man, even with a fan, it gets too hot. Because you gotta have good lighting. Okay, so here's the first bullshit thing. So I really want to take this. But we have to get blue mana. But if I mulligan, it's going to screw us. I don't think I can take this. You know what? We're going to try it. Because if I get blue mana, we're going to be in great shape. We probably won't. Because that's usually how this happens. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, it's just we're just gonna keep drawing blue cards, and we're probably not gonna get any blue mana for a hot minute. Oh, that's a good card, at least. I know I should technically play the Case of the Pilfered Proof first, but this way I can get any shocks out of his hand. Okay, so we're gonna do that first. And then we're going to put the Pilfer Fruit, because when we flip that, it still gets a counter. Okay. There's a blue mana, finally. Okay, so... Let's see. Pretty good, Alright, so we only have 2 in there. Let's... Cryptocoat can block. Okay. Oh, of course it's that card. Yeah, I mean, so here's the issue. It kept us off of cards for too long that he's got such a massive lead right now. And it's going to take me a hot minute to catch up here. We do have the mana to tap something down now. That's fine. He can kill one of my artifacts. If he wants to keep it as a 2-2, that's fine. Okay. Alright, so that's a really good draw. So we're gonna try to stabilize here. I think we take this, we bounce the... no, hold on. We need to be able to play 2 things this turn. So let's do this first. Alright. If he has a pump, he has a block. Ugh. God, this is getting disgusting. Okay, so we can't block that one, so we need to try to figure out some way to deal with that. Yeah, see what I mean? He's just getting answer after answer after answer. And we're going to probably just keep getting land. Yep, I mean, it, you know. 3, 4... Doesn't matter what we do. Okay, well, we lose. I feel our deck is astronomically better than that dude's deck, but whenever it keeps you off of putting anything down for 4 turns, it slowly gives the win to the other person. That is another thing that I see a lot, and that's a little bit harder to call rigged if it didn't happen so often, because that's honestly the one of the ways they do it to make it look like it's not. I've seen it happen to pros all the time. Like the person just keeps getting. I mean, look at this name. That's not a real. That can't be a real person. And then it does this. It gives you these awesome starting hands. Sometimes, like that's typically what a magic hand should look like. We're gonna do things a little different this time. I know it's gonna put him ahead of us, but I want the 2-3. Yeah, you know what? At this point, I don't, because I don't want to take 3. That's all right though. Yeah, you want to use mana to do that? I'm okay with that. A 3-1 for a 1-2? Yes, please. Okay, we're going to take 3. Of course, now it's going to keep us off of creatures. Let's do this to try to get a land. Nope. Okay. So now it is 100% getting me into a false sense of, oh, this is a great hand, take it, and then it just gives us nothing, and it's going to keep giving him. He's going to have a play every turn. We will probably get mana on the next turn, but it's going to be too late at that point. Definitely too late now. Nope. This is the kind of shit I'm talking about, guys. 100% rigged. %. Pumps it. Okay. Then he's going to play a face down. Nope. He's going to play a Phoenix. So it's not just giving him answers, it's giving him bombs. Oh boy, a Cryptic Cove. That's exactly what we need. Rigged. This is what I'm talking about. Okay? Had this turn 2, had this turn 3. Turn 4, turn 5, 2 cards in his hand. I got this down, a Novice Inspector, and I was able to kill his 6/6. No more land. Look at the cost of my cards. I can do this. Doesn't have anything that's over 4. I can't do this. Need 4. I could technically do that, but it doesn't do me any good. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to mill, and it's going to be land, land, land. And then this, sure, we can make it a 1/1. Still just dead. 4 exactly. This would have been the one card that could have bailed me out, because I had exactly 4. Nope, need 4 land. 4 land, 4 land, useless. That's what I'm talking about, guys. This happens to me almost every single game. If you watch my videos, I always get landlocked or I always get land screwed, whether I'm playing 17, 18, 19, 15, 14, 13. It happens. And I've tested all of them, and it happened on all of them. Now, we're either going to get a really shitty hand, and it's just going to fucking finish us off, or it's going to give us a nice hand and let us win one and buy us dinners while it fucks us. So 100%, this happens to me 90% of my games. Here we go. Shit. 2 blue mana. Can't play it, can't play it, can't play it, can't play it, can't play it. There's nothing to play it on. Mulligan. Okay. Much better hand, right? Watch. I'm obviously going to have to get rid of probably the Karlov Watchdog. Okay, that's the smarter play. I'm going to play this face up just because I want to get on the board. Sure. Alright, well, he's going to kill this, but at least I can get shit out of his hand. Yep. Every card he needs. Play a land. Yep. Hit me for 1. It's going to keep giving him an answer to everything I put out. Watch this. Oh, I think there's a mana flood coming. I think it's got me down to 6 cards where it wants me. And now it's going... He's going to have Long Goodbye. Or Slice in the Shadows. See, that to me is shocking. Okay, Do I have 6 evidence? I don't think I do, right? Nope. I'm not gonna attack yet because I don't want to lose my Granite Witness without it getting to do its stuff. If he attacks the face down, I'll just block with the Crime Stopper Sprite and see if he values the creature. If he transforms it, we can Accusation it on the next turn. I think he's going to. That's what I want him to do. Okay, what do we get? Oh, okay, better than my creature was. Okay. Can't do both of these, but we can do this. Okay, let him come in for 3, because we're going to heal back for 1. He's got a kill spell, for sure. Perimeter Enforcer's probably dying. It's just a stronger card. Granted, it does more damage, but Perimeter's a stronger card. I really like the Granite Witness, though. I think it's an awesome card. I think it's drastically underrated. Okay, there it is. Enforcer? No? Okay. That's fine. No blocks. Okay. Now we can race him, but he's gonna kill my dude. Crack your clue. That's interesting. Okay, there's nothing I really want to bounce. Okay, well, I'd rather him murder that. Oh, I can't do that yet. I'm thinking. Okay. I wish I returned it to your hand. It'd be a little too OP, but... It's probably going to give us a lot of our weaker cards now, because giving us land is only going to help us. I mean, I'll take it. There's not really anything I want to bounce. I don't want to bounce that. I definitely don't want to bounce that. Okay. This is just not a good... to one other target creature. I guess we just put that back to his hand. Couldn't do anything else. I don't want to do that because he's just going to make me discard my card on my next turn. Okay, well, that's good. button. That's alright. Not gonna attack. Not yet. Surprised he hasn't cracked that scene of the crime yet. He has way too much mana to care about scene of the crime. If I were him, I would have cracked that last turn. Or at the end of my turn. If he attacks with the Curious Cadaver, we are going to attack on the next turn, because we're going to have to try to race. I don't know what this is. It could be anything. Okay, here, let's find out. Okay, that card's dumb. Gotta get cards out of his hand if he's got them, so. Gorgon's Kiss. He just didn't think of fusion. I was able to play Gorgon's Kiss. Okay, that's not bad. Unfortunately, we can't use it on much right now, but. I mean, those are both in the air. I can't do anything about that anyway, so I might as well just swing. Probably gonna double block. I'm okay with that. He's looking at my creature, which means he knows something I don't. Power. Man, but too bad it can't be toughness. Well, is he artifact? Oh, he's an artifact! Yeah. Let's do that. Whenever turn face up, draw a card for each one. I want to see if he. Okay, yeah, it's already. He's already done that point, so. I'm gonna need good cards. Nope, mana. He's got 3 pieces of gas in his hand. I've got all mana. Taking 3. Wouldn't be surprised if he pumps it. It doesn't matter what I do. Mana. It doesn't matter what I do. The game will not let me win. And when it does let me win, it's very seldom wins. Like, very seldom. It will not let me win. I don't feel I'm making bad mistakes, and I'm going to make some mistakes. I'm platinum. I'm not anything special. But it won't let me out of platinum. I can get to platinum in a day. I have no problems. Boom. I'm there. I can get there. No problem. Once I hit platinum, every single game, I either get no land or too much land. See, he's got an answer for everything. Every card that it's going to give me, it gives him an answer for. And if he doesn't have an answer yet, it draws me land. And that is 100% how I feel with the frequency in which this happens. I mean, look at this. We didn't win a single game. I'm a platinum player, and you're telling me that I can't win a single game when I'm a platinum player? I don't fucking think so. Give me a second, guys. Okay, sorry guys, one of my kids called. So that's what I'm talking about, though. I mean, it's just so fucking obvious. Give me just a second, guys. I'm gonna restart a new stream. I don't like to run them together. I like to do them separately for more video exposure. So let me go ahead and stop the stream. I'm gonna restart and we'll do another one, just to collect more bullshit. We'll be right back.